friends. How's it going? How's everybody doing? It's almost the weekend and I'm really excited. Dang. Ah! So much bird. What's up, guys? Alright. We're gonna do some commission stuff today. Go ahead and pop out my list on my other computer so I know what we're working on. Aw, hey, it's a Coco. Dasher, Kuro, Ando. What's up, guys? Alright, got my list. So, we got Hamko's sketch. We got Kuro's sketch. Can't do Vasher's yet. Lauren. Let's do Lauren's sketch. I didn't ask you an important question. I'm gonna PM Lauren real quick, because Lauren doesn't come to the stream tonight. I can't ask him. Okay, sorry, I forgot to ask Lauren what the relation was between the two characters I'm doing for them, and so I don't know how to draw their poses because I don't know if they're like friends, are they lovers, are they enemies, like what's the relation between the two characters, so I need to know that if I'm gonna do art for them. Okay, in that case, Kib, we can do Kibs. Do Kibs. Zrakra. Go. And then we'll go do some line art. I can't work on... Well, I could. Basher has a bunch of emotes. But I'm not gonna do those till tomorrow. Time for another adventure. Yes, it's adventure week. Give adventure. Check out this. Look at this little dude in the... One of these in a little sailor costume. Do this thing. Look at him! Look how good he is! Oh, he's so good and pure. His little sailor outfit with his little hat. Look at this precious baby. It does look like Waxer, doesn't it? His name is Tokage, and he is the last dinosaur. And he's also the son of the Loch Ness Monster. There he is, riding in the back of the Loch Ness Monster. And here he is, dressed up as an acorn. And here he is, dressed up as an ice cream cone. And here he is, dressed up as a different lizard. Am I gonna buy more of him? Absolutely. You fucking know it. I bought, on eBay, I bought this little one, this little, like, 3-inch one, and I bought him a whole bunch of clothes. Like, you buy, like, a little, you can buy, like, little outfits for them. So I bought a little poncho for him. And he's so good. I don't know what it is with me and, like, blue egg-shaped monsters with cute faces, but... it's just... I found one on Tumblr of him in, like, a little sleeping bag. your boss put a banana in his arms? My supervisor did. She gave my big one a banana. And now you can't take it away from him because he looks really sad without it. They're weird, but I love them, right? One's like a emperor shrimp. Fried shrimp. Hello, thank you. AJ Cam for the like. Oh yeah, he... Yeah, there he is. Look at this. Look at this precious bean. So there you go. Now you have witnessed my current obsession, which is the cute bean. All right, let's draw some things for real. Kuro, we Beanie Boo's owls. Oh my god, Beanie Boo owls are so. Talk about Beanie Boo. So cute though. Look at their eyes. They're so perfect. I don't like those weird glass eyes on a lot of stuff, but they look really cute on the owls because owls are supposed to have big, awkward, staring eyes. Alright, so Kib's commission is character Ryarkra and 2 of the kids walking away, going on an adventure. How I wanna... thumbnail. Round has this. As soon as Kib started describing this to me, I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like. Angles right. Then on the characters a little bit more. So how's everybody doing on this fine Thursday? Show you the collection once it's moved. Once we move the shelf into the back room. Yeah, do it. Good. Did not search for Darkrai. Thank you, though. Fucking loading. All right. Want to dump your sheeps on my bed, but it won't happen till Monday because new bed? That's right, you're getting a new bed. I forgot about that. Gotta look at some horse butts. We're gonna look at a lot of horse butts for I don't know how to draw horses. I'm just checking out a couple of these before I start actually drawing to try to figure out, like... Back. Problem with that is you get some not safe for work stuff. I felt like I had a story I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, I remember what it was. Did I tell you guys that my Instagram account got hacked? Because that's something that happened. Nugget, what's up? Logged into Instagram the other day just kind of more or less for the hell of it. And, yeah, I logged into Instagram more or less for the hell of it because I keep forgetting to upload stuff there because their fucking upload system is garbage. And, so I just sort of accidentally opened the app more than anything else, but I noticed that I was following, like, 2,000 blogs. Like, I was following almost 3,000 blogs, and I was like, what the fuck? So I immediately looked into that, and they were all, like Russian blogs and, like, stuff I definitely would not have followed on my own. And, of course, Instagram, fun fact, they do not have a customer service line. So, not really sure what to do about that. You can only unfollow people every, like... I don't know what the limit is, but, like, you can only unfollow 15 people at a time. I don't know how often you're able to do it again. But yeah, so I'm following, like, almost 3,000 blogs that, I am not able to unfollow because of the way Instagram does things. So if you're curious... Fun! So, needless to say, I immediately changed my, password. Because somehow I ended up following, like, a billion blogs. Hey, Lauren! No worries. What is with Instagram? You're meant to upload stuff, but then the only way to upload is garbage and there's no customer service. Yep, pretty much. Can't figure it out. They don't have any sort of customer service. Like, you can't even, like, report a problem and get, like, help with it. Like, if you try to report a problem to them, it just goes through as, like, a regular... It's just like, thank you for reporting this issue, and then that's it. That's, like, the last you ever hear about it. I do have to... And I have to manually unfollow all of them, and, you can only do 15 at a time, so it's gonna take me, like, 8 years to unfollow them. I kind of considered, if I can get some of the pictures off my Instagram, like, there's a couple videos I would like to be able to keep, but I might actually delete Instagram to clear that out and then just remake it. not a lot of people follow me on Instagram, and I always forget to upload stuff to it because it's asinine how you upload stuff there, so... 100% the way I keep drawing it. I don't know why people like Instagram so much, but a lot of people use it. Not quite right. I might come back to it. I'm trying to think of references I could... that are like... I feel like My Little Pony is a good reference because that's what these characters originally came from, but I'm so scared to look up back view of a My Little Pony character. That's just not very high on the list of things that I want to look. I guess PayPal is drunk because I have an email about your invoice that says it came at 10 a.m. today, but it was also sent 2 days ago, and I'm not sure if it was a Google hiccup or a PayPal hiccup. Well, I definitely got the payment, so, I think you're fine. That's weird. Make sure you, when you do, it's off stream. Yeah. I'm gonna try to follow, like, one of these. That's a good one. Please don't look at my... Got more of a lizard. Many horse butts. Yep, you guys will never look at so many horse butts. Unless, you know, you have horse. A horse, person, but I will not look at the butts normally. That's what happens when you have to draw horse characters from the back. What's up? Aw, thanks. We're gonna be finagling this this pose quite a bit. I don't know, I have this feeling. We're going to be finagling quite a bit. I can picture it in my head perfectly, and that's part of the problem. I will not be able to get it up to the expectation. Gotta finish writing your lining your ref sheet. Something not lining, like, well? What's going on with it that you're struggling? Alright, so we know there's a leg here. I might reposition the feet, because I don't really like the way the legs are in this one. Back. That's her side. Yep. Like this. But being the one that's up. Where should you fight? Excellent question. Whenever I was doing that kind of stuff on Flight Rising, I always did my training or whatever in areas that I wanted the boss from. So mostly I did it in the water area because I wanted the manta rays. Mostly making sure the back view is alright, having a hard time because the lining is boring. Yeah, lining isn't for fun. Oh, that's true. They have to put her to listen. If you never fail to crack me up. Gib always finds, like, the best way to, like, challenge what I'm able to do. Gib has a lot of faith in me. Oh, you always choose a hard one. That's half the fun, is that you choose the hard ones. Drawing a horse from the back is not... Exaggerate that leg. Up a little bit. It's just funny to me that, like, somehow Kib is the one that pulled, like, Every time. Every time it's like a tough one that like pushes what I'm able to do, which is great. You did give multiple options, and I pictured this one right away though. This one, like, you said it and I was like, I can, like, it's just getting my brain and my hands to communicate, you know? For this to work, my brain and my hands have to be on the same page about what it is that we're drawing. And my brain is like, this is what it should look like. I don't know how to draw it, though. And my hands are like, yeah, I know. We're working on it. Figure it out. That should do it. Alright, I think after all that finagling, that actually came out pretty good. Axie Stack for individual segments, but about it. I'll get her some Traveler. No, I accept my fate. I did this to myself. Alright, you said you didn't have a preference on which kids I use? Pizza, what up? Welcome. I'm trying to decide, like, who fits better color-wise. You know, I'm trying to, like... So, Kib and Nael are orange and tan. And Camp and Myrtle are about the same color. They're both kind of a green color. Got yourself dinner? Excellent. Trask on the left, Frillian on the right. Yeah. I'm deciding which kid I want to put where. I'm trying to figure out, like, which color fits the background I'm thinking of better. If that makes sense? Like, you know, if I pick Nael for the Drask, right? She would probably show up well against the trees if I bring the trees or whatever foliage down along here. But if it doesn't quite reach her head, she might blend in with the sky a little bit. I'm thinking maybe I'll do Kib, because Kib might stand out against the sky a little bit better. I'm since I don't have a preference either, like I don't have a preference either, I'm kind of was trying to think of like I was kind of trying to think of like which ones fit better from a color perspective. I think I might actually go with Naomi. The pose I have in mind for this kid, I think better. Omega, what's up? Finagle that in a minute. Get this pose the way I want it. What the scrunk kind of whimsical critter is this? This is Yarkra. I'm good, Vasher. How are you? I have a hard time drawing that directions. The canvas. We're doing Adventure Week here on Axie Draws. Really just... But... Loki tired but having a swell day. Well, that's good. At least there's that. At first I was like, oh man, if I put the tail up, that means I have to draw. But... Reason number 2 to not choose Kib for this. Needs to be a lot small. How small are the kids compared to the adults? Barrel. Like pony versus mom kind of deal. Like actual horse size. Size 7.5 and 8 for men's shoes. Well, there you go. That size seems pretty good, I think. Got a shirt today with Arena, and it's pretty great. That's awesome. Today we are drawing some of Ryarker's we're gonna work on some commissions today. We're working on one of Ryarker's characters. Still kind of short for. Well, and you said you're pretty young though, so not reaching their shoe sizes in that. My feet are huge, girl. I have really big feet. Grab the other kids. Had bigger, but not a whole lot if you were gonna change it. Okay. Yeah. And might need a slightly longer neck, but we'll get back to that. You're not 5 feet yet. Yeah, there you go. You have 5 feet? Wow, Coco, you are impressive. Alright, so this other kiddo, I have them, like, nudging her bag open, like a bag on this side. Should I do Tamp on the other side so you have one boy, one girl? Might be a little harder than I thought. Let me try something. Might not stick to. Let me try something. That's try thing. On this. Let's flip Ryarker's head the other way. In opposite direction, and that'll give me a little more room to draw. Other one? Now, whichever kiddo I pick. That. Oh, Kale, thank you for the bits. That's so nice. Yeah, and then they'll each have a trap. Yep. No worries. Going. I think I'm gonna do Tamp. I think I'm gonna do one of each. Hey, hail the quick. Travel bag. Travel bag back too if we want. Thought she'd have one on her hip though. Side satchels. Alright, so that's sort of what I'm working with right now. Good. Alright. I know this stream so far has been a lot of me just chattering, and I'm sorry. Oh, that's right, they have hand hooves. Forgot about that. I forgot the hand hooves were a thing because they're new. I could bring one, like, hand up. Maybe since he's walking, you know, maybe he'd thing, like his nose to just hold the bag open. There too. That's a hand hoof. That like that. Hey, get your Fortnite Battle Pass. I don't need your money. The only benefit is that you potentially get cool emotes. Not like I'm desperate for money. Yeah, a little bit desperate for money. Like, yeah, get your Battle Pass. Have a good time. Sand stuff. I'll make them more alien looking in a little bit, but just to get like the perspective I'm going for. Having fun, right? Crazy concept, I know. Start with that. I feel like there was probably a better way to go about doing this, but I didn't do it, so here we are. You're still sitting here not drawing, help. Your line art. It's not fun, but you have to do it. If you do your line art, then you can do the color. That's how I get myself through the line art stage. I know if I get the line art done, then I can do the, if I get the line art done, that means, like, color. I don't hate line art, it just always... It's like my slowest step still. Everything else I've gotten down to a little bit of a science, so like... I'm sort of figuring it out, but that's one I'm not super great at the moment. The line art still takes me a long time, like speed. The Axolotls here. There you go. Just do one thing. Do like one step at a time. Just the face, then you can come back to it. Homework is due by the end of the stream. I need to find... I drew her horns backwards? Or like that? I knew she had one short one and one long one, and I definitely drew. Or like dome work because the head... You tried. You tried. I get your joke. Yes. And you did. Tried. I appreciate the effort. You get the extra credit for effort. Extra credit is worth the hate mail. No. Did I show you guys my idea for the Axie Stack figures? That I won't be able to do for like 16 years, but I came up with a concept for them anyway. So that's what, if I ever have enough money to make figurines of the Axie Stack, this is what I would make. There'd be a little Steve. That would be like the base character, and he'd be laying down. Then there'd be stack members, Stacksies, that have this little curved belly so that they can stack on top of each other. The Steve is definitely a bottom. Thank you for putting that context on it. And then I was thinking, like, depending on, like, I don't know how a lot of this stuff works, but I'd love to do, like, different combinations so that, like, sometimes you'd get, like, a pink one with this face and a one with that face and a pink one with this face. And so there'd be different, like, Axies. You could like actually stack them because they have a curved body so that they will nest on top of each other. I was thinking about this the other day and I was like, I'm gonna draw it so I don't forget. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun. Someday. Someday when I have money. For big things like this. Money for big things like that. That heart feels thick. I want to do a Steve plush, too. Like, there's a lot of Axolotl plush out there, but I don't really like all of them. Some of them are fine, but I don't want to spend money on them, sort of thing, so... Who knows, maybe someday we can have an Axolotl. Very nice. Imagine she'd have like a little... tag. We're doing dragon stuff. Proceeds to open Photoshop to do dumb memes, please. Always memes. What I think is cool about these guys is you kind of have to think about how, like, society would function if most of the population was feral. Like, they don't... Hands are kind of important for doing things like grabbing. Sewing. How do they handle doing things like making bags or making blankets, like things that you kind of need opposable thumbs for? It's kind of like technically 1 point, right? Horizon line. Just remembered I could like do some real perspective for this. Kind of awkward now that I'm like starting to detail like the back stuff. I realized how awkward it is that like camp covers up part of her front. Bad. It's like importance her neck more than I like. Might put her back on the. I might. That's a problem with doing stuff like foreshortening. Sometimes it's a little full. Gotta get technical. Grab this down. Bring it. Here we go. Now that I've done that. This feels like one of those, like, the more I work on it, the more I hate it kind of things. Like, I feel like I'm overworking it now. I like the head, I don't like its attachment. Like, I don't like it the way... Actually... I'm trying to remember how one-point perspective like that works. Song by Arctic Monkeys. It's like 95% of the way there. I will give you that. It is like so close to being right that I almost want to leave it alone, but I know I'm gonna come back to it later. Technically still 1-point perspective. I'm just trying to make all of their limbs. Try this. Let me run over the sketch one more time because I think I'm like almost there. You know? I'm gonna sketch them in there. Sorry, I'm not super chatty tonight. I'm like thinking real hard about like this is like some serious like high level thinking I gotta be doing here, so I think this is pretty much good. Challenge mode. No, you're fine. I wouldn't have taken it if I didn't think I could do it. I just a second to like think. I think once it's done, it'll be really. Welcome back. Tiny fly that keeps buzzing around me, and occasionally I see it in the light of the computer screen. It's annoying. I hate that. Like this foot. That one is. I've had, like, little fruit fly gnat things in my house, and I tried pouring boiling water down the drain like Haya told me, and it did not. Because I think they're actually fruit flies. I don't think they're flies. They're just really big fruit flies for some reason. Just pull the U-bend and wash it out. Will that work if it's... I don't know, but if it's fruit flies, they won't be in the drain, right? Alright, as much as I like that leg side, because... Mission going on back in the back here. Oh, they do nest in U-bends? Gotcha. I wouldn't even mind them that much if they weren't, like, getting in Jay's food. But they're in my cat's food. Oh, just a little thermonuclear fire? That'll do it? Okay, cool. Well, I'll just make sure to go to my local store and pick up some of that. Less running and a little... Trust me, I have been drawing for like now, so a little bit of scary perspective is actually probably just what I need. I want you to know it has been a hot minute since anybody called me kitty. Flush the drain out with screams. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I can just shout into the drain. But I don't mean like the chemical shit. I mean like yelling it. Can you imagine if this YouTuber or a big Twitch streamer chooses random streamers and donating, and then he donates like $25,000 or something like that? I don't even know what I would do, honestly. Probably panic. There'd probably be a whole fucking lot of panicking. Alright, we'll put the old one back on. I think the old one's better. I don't know. I didn't want to go too extreme with it. I have this really specific picture in my head of what it looks like, and I'm not quite meeting my own expectation. So I'm not sure what to do with it. Like, I'm trying to, like... If I can identify any problems if I... Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can leave Tamp on that side. I don't like the way his head covers her front. It makes the anatomy... It makes the issues I'm having with her anatomy a little bit. Good. Glad it's making you, glad it's making you, fired or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm not, like, upset. I'm just thinking. I'm contemplating the best way to tackle this challenge, you know? I like the challenge. It's just, like, there's one, like, really small thing about this that's bugging. Like, okay, so the problem I'm having right now is that, like, something's a little bit off about Ryarkra's proportions, and the fact that Tamp is now covering her front legs makes it really hard to grasp her anatomy because it's already off as it is. You know? Were you here last night? I was struggling with human anatomy too. It's definitely not just you. We yelled at various body parts. We did shout at a lot of body parts. I'm gonna turn off this layer. Grab that. Grab this one. Grab. That's. I think she came out pretty much how I wanted. Sometimes it is necessary to shout at body. You are correct. And sometimes you have to spend an hour drawing the same thing over and over again, and so. Alright, we're just gonna awkwardly draw a horse. Her leg. I definitely forgot how to draw people, so good. I felt like, and especially since I drew the trees in here a little bit, I think she's gonna show up better against a darker background. And also, I just thought this little prancing pose, I had this picture of her, like, prancing alongside, like, really excited, and I didn't think that fit Kip very well, so I decided. I don't know. Prancing didn't really fit. Alternative is to foreshorten so much that it hurts you. It'll be worth once I figure out, well, like, what I'm trying to do. Neck. Those ears are really round, and they make her look like a, they make her look like a llama. Not quite what I was going for, but that's better. Ah, that's what I was going for. And then we can put her bag on this hip. Cover up all that nice anatomy with bags. Grab Niall for it. Alright. The real challenge. Making Tamp fit. Look at us, guys! We're progressing. Look at it. Ugh. Okay, her walk is a lot. Okay, so the things that have changed for anybody who does not have an artistic eye. The things that I changed that I like a lot better about this. Although the angle is more extreme, her feet movement is more casual. It doesn't feel as exaggerated, so it's not like she looks like she's sort of kind of trotting along less so than Niall, who's just like, let's go, we're going on an adventure, we're going on an adventure. Like, Niall's like ready to go, but so like I don't know. I got her walk a little more casual than it was the first time. That's what I was after. That was what I wanted. What is it? Building with that tree, rather. Once you finish this, Ref Sheet Cedric is next. Last time I drew him was like 8 months ago. Yeah, I have a bunch of characters that are like that I just haven't done. I haven't like looked at in a while. Alright, so let's do so Tamp's kind of like, in this scenery, Tamp's kind of like awkwardly like walking on his hind legs, it sounds like. You got a boss drop? That's awesome. Which boss did you get? Sorry, I was zoned out for a second, like not looking at it at all. I feel like since we spent so much time on those hand hooves that we should a little bit. Girl, you have way more luck with that than I do. Oh, I'm sure you will easily find somebody to buy the big snack. I hardly ever got boss drops. I think I got the hippo, like, one time. I think all my other- I think any other bosses I have, I purchased. You do test your sketches first. You know about the new genes that drop in the Coliseum? Sounds intense, though. Your own layer. Like weirdly. And it actually worked. I kind of like that Tamp is, like, awkwardly walking on his hind legs. Because he's, like, trying to go through her bag. So he's gonna be, like, awkwardly, like, humanoid as he's walking. Python and morph. Okay, they look like markings on a python. That's cool. They have a couple of those that are like snake, don't they? Hyperion Hypnotic, that's the one. It has been a hot minute since I played Light Rising. Such a good game, but I just didn't stick to it. Like, I love the art style, I don't know. Like, I guess I got bored of it after a while. I love seeing people's dragons from it, though. Like, I love when people want to talk about it, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool, though. I think with Neopets, honestly, like, I love seeing, like, if they release a new species or whatever. Like, that's cool. I want to see that, but... Totally help me. Or, just finish the dating sim and realize you have to have a type. Oh no. Oh man, if I ever played a dating sim, we would immediately find my type. I don't know what it would be, but you would find it immediately, probably. Like, I definitely know I have a type, I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. Ah, there we go, there's like a... Twist his body a little. Belly? If you ever want to return, you can help me out. Cool. Every now and then I pop on just to check and see what to do, but... Oh yeah, that is a type. Right? We should totally play a dating sim on this channel at some point. Like a how to full boyfriend or something like that. Like something goofy. I wouldn't want to play a real one. Can function a lot more like humanoid, so the hind leg walk is kind of going through the while going through the bags as possible. Gotcha. I mean, it feels a little awkward, but I think it's because I'm used to drawing them on 4 legs, you know? I'm not used to drawing them standing up like this, so it feels weird, but like, I'm sure it's normal. Center everybody up. Tail. Okay. I am much happier with that. For comparison, though. New one. Part of the old. Could have said anything. Go in and try to draw some of these guys before I go to bed tonight. Finished doing Julian's route. The mobile dating sim, the Arcana. It's a great game, great art, great story. Deathwish hates himself. I was like, oh no, let me make you feel better. People hate laying the frill down, everyone draws it extended. Yeah, I'm gonna have it, like, partially up. I'm not gonna have it all the way up, but I kind of want him to look, like, interested, but not, like, you know, not, like, totally excited. Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit up. That would be really cool, Nugget, if they could walk on all fours. Not looking forward to work as usual. Also, mood. Welcome back. I redrew everything that we spent the first hour of the stream working on, the first hour and 45 minutes drawing, so now we have to start over from scratch, which is fun. But that's because I'm a perfectionist like that. The eye that I drew on this one is like the most perfect eye I've ever drawn, by the way. I just want you to know that like sometimes I look at this piece of artwork and I'm like, dang, I'm never gonna draw an eye like that ever again. Like, that's, like, peak perfection. Like, best eye I've ever drawn. I could have just quit art right there. Best eye. Not sure if they need to change their anatomy much, so, or if how you would change it. I'm trying to think of how the Char did it in Guild Wars 2. You know, like... Are we still struggling with the same thing? Because art is hard. That's why. The struggle is real. We are beyond, we have bypassed struggling now. We are past the struggle. We are back onto arting normally, but we were taking the struggle bus for a little bit, but it's okay. We got off at our stop and now we're ready. Raptors. Ryarko will defend me until the day I die. And while I appreciate you, I was struggling for a moment there. Our anatomy is similar to the Chahordi minus the bulkiness. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what proportionally they did to make them work. Like, I never draw the Char the way they are in the game. I always draw for Anthro, but... Fabulous. I think it's the long arms. I think that's really their biggest feature, is that they have long arms and digigrade legs. And they also have a big neck. So I think your Johordi could walk on all fours if they wanted. They've got a long neck that they could, like, you know, hold up a little bit. You know, they've got long arms. I think it's as long as the arms are the same length as the legs. I think their torso's a little shorter than a human's, maybe. No one is perfect. You're being supportive. You are being supportive. Well, hey, we have struggled for 2 hours now. We have made it, so we're doing the most. Everyone struggles sometimes. Even professionals struggle. Although, to be fair, I've been struggling from lack of inspiration the past couple days. So, sometimes it's just the lack of inspiration. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your skill level. Sometimes it is just that you are so sick of drawing fairies that you don't want to draw anymore. And then your boss comes up with an idea for a new line with fairies. Or, you know, whatever, hypothetically speaking. Great. I'm struggling right now in real time. I'll take some screenshots of a char running and try to draw Johordi like that. Actually, that's a good idea. Kind of draw over it. Maybe even just draw over it and see if you can, like, finagle the char, or, yeah, finagle your Johordis. And is there another smaller horn back here, by the way? But yeah, maybe you could draw over a char running and just see if you can, like, I don't know, like, get your Johordi to fit. Is there a horn? Is there a third long horn, or is it just those two? Sorry, I got, like, 6 different thoughts went through my head, like, all at once there. It was great. I like getting confused. Just a conundrums. It's just a puzzle. It's just another puzzle that we need to solve. That's all. I like to call it struggling, so I can say that I took the struggle bus to Pain Town. That's mostly... fun to say the word struggle. I don't know very many people in the world who are as supportive as Riarkra. 80% of the time, like, I'll be in the stream, and I'll be like, wow, this looks like garbage. I'm gonna start it over. And Riarkra's like, no, it's perfect. What do you mean? Like, oh, okay, thanks. You're too nice to me, though. And it's never in, like, a, I can't draw. It's always in, like, a, you know, this doesn't look quite how I wanted and I want to start it over because I know I can do better. And Riarkra's always like, no, it's perfect. I do remember the lion sketch I did for you. Fun fact, Kitty was actually my nickname in college. Or not college, high school. For some reason my friends called me that. I liked it. It made me, like, think I had actual friends. Being feral kind of became part of their lore, though, didn't it? I think when I first started drawing your guys, it was just like, okay, I just wanted to have them drawn as anthros, but now it's kind of like part of their or whatever. Am I remembering that correctly? For that one time, like, that I... Dragon? Raptor? And now I'm looking at it going, wow, I didn't know how to draw horses. That's incredible. So when you put your own personal spin on the stuff you do, take on stuff becomes much more better than whatever I imagine. Well, I wouldn't say that. So here's the thing, right? And I had this conversation with one of my friends. Is like, I'm not really a concepter so much as I am an illustrator. And I have a hard time coming up with my own concepts that aren't, like, based on other things. And also the fact that I've drawn, like, a billion princesses in the last week, so, like, you can only draw so many princesses before you start running out of ideas. But, like, but that's besides the point. The point is that, like, I function much better and with a lot less stress when someone else presents me with an idea and a style guide and says, draw this thing as many times as you can. I love doing turnarounds. Turnarounds are so much fun because I don't have to think about concepting at that point. At that point, it's just, how do you take this creature and draw it in multiple different angles? That's the fun part for me. The actual, like, concepting portion is not always my favorite part. Sometimes it is. And a lot of the times you guys will even give me, like, really cool stuff to concept out, and so I enjoy it. It's just not my favorite part, you know? I like all the polishing and finishing up stuff. Mostly because it's a lot easier. I'm definitely more of an illustrator than a artist, for sure. But again, like, you didn't say, come up with a princess, and come up with 16 princesses. Like, you handed me a princess and said, this is my princess, draw her. And I said, okay, I'm going to draw her in a different pose, kind of thing. Like, it's different when you have to, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but maybe some of the other artists in the chat will attest to it as well, that, like, there's such a big difference between, coming up with the stuff and then drawing it yourself and drawing things that other people have already concepted for you. I think it's the lack of stress of coming up with the design. Because you've already been given all the information you have to work with. You don't have to come up with anything new. You just work with the information you were given. I enjoyed that. My battle princess I joked about. More with the poses and stuff. Your stuff's gonna be a lot different than the stuff I'm doing it with. Rest assured, your princess will be far more fun than the princesses I'm drawing at work. I can't go into too much more detail than that. But yeah. Just know that I will have a lot more fun with your princess than I am having with them. The big thing for me is I don't want my races to basically be animal-shaped humans with nothing special about them. I want to make them have weird anatomy thing that makes them stand out. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I 100% get that. I used my first drawing of Valkyrie. That got me started. I've only built on the idea since then. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta get a starting point for sure. That was my biggest issue with trying to do for a more personal perspective on this topic is like my Noldaru, the cat centaurs. Like, cat centaurs are totally a thing on the internet. Like, that's totally a thing that furries have come up with already, and there's a whole like race already about that, and I felt weird leaving them that way because they felt really generic. But the more you guys suggested things to me, like to make them big lazy cats, and that like they subvert the idea that they're these big strong warriors by being big stupid lazy cats, and they just want to hang out, and like maybe they're like club owners. And I built on that idea of them being big lazy cats, you know. Then it became that, okay, what if instead of just being big lazy cats, they're like, you know, they eventually go on to be like, you know, owners of like casinos and stuff, because they are pursuing like this kind of enjoyment factor. And I just kept building on it since then. Like, you guys gave me an idea and I rolled with it. And I'm really liking the way they're turning out. They're still cat centaurs and their design is still kind of, you know, the way it is, but at least I feel more comfortable with their culture being a little bit more unique. So that you've got that going for you too. Your Johordi don't look like anything that I can think of. I can't think of anything that your Johordi looks like. I mean, they're lizard-like, but they are not just an anthro-lizard, you know? And you've got, like, you know, you're finding unique ways to expand on their lore as well. I think you've done a really good job of taking your Johordi and making them really unique, and that they're not just anthro lizards. Hey, Splat Hamster, what's up? Technically, I've gone over time. I feel like I'm really closing this point, so I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna beef up this bag a little bit so it looks. That's better. I was just straight up like, anthrobirds. Done. Did it. Been doing some art fight today, if you know what that is. I have heard of it. I don't know specific, like, exactly what it is, but I have heard of it. Oh, we were bouncing around to some conversations earlier, Riarkra, but does Riarkra have 3 tall horns and then a series of smaller, like, spines? Or is it just these 2 tall ones, like a tall one, a medium one, and then spikes? With one of Tamp's hooves as if he is walking with them, but on hind legs. Doesn't have to be high. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, like... Hamco! I gave them, like, weird derpy anatomy. But that's what they are. They're just anthrobirds. They're nothing phenomenal otherwise. Tall, medium, short spikes of the rock. Okay. I was gonna, like, if there was another long. There's not another long one, then... I thought it was 2, but I wanted to be sure. Gonna cover her. Cover the shoulder. Oh, isn't the horns aren't a static? Are they not a static trait? Or do you just mean that they can have, like, a varied number of them? Yeah, I'm much happier with how this is coming out this time around. I think it's looking better. One Drask might have a shorter few horns and no back. Okay, I gotcha. There's like a totally different. Head's gonna. Another trait that changes by individual, like how humans have other traits like freckles. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So yeah. I understand. Niall has few spikes. Oh, actually, you know what? I never even noticed that. Like, now that you say it, I totally see it, but I definitely did not notice that before. Hey, Penny, what's going on? He has really small ones, it looks like. Friend of yours is buying the big snake? Good. They're more pointed though, right? Sort of like casually referencing this one down here, the original one, but I think you told me their ears are a little bit more pointed. I haven't done too much feral stuff of, Boop, boop, boop. So excited they're going on an adventure. Like, give me the most comfy part of the bed. Place to be. Alright. I think I'm refocused. Sorry I wasn't super chatty. This was definitely a, thinking intensive stream. Faux show. Suggested want, what's up? I don't know what people usually call you. Just. I know it's gonna sound like the not fun answer, but seriously, practice, practice, practice. And be proud of the things that you are doing now, because although they will not be the best you can do, they are good right now. You are doing your best, and every time you draw something, even if it's not quite what you wanted, you've still learned something. That was something it took me a long time to learn. Even if you mess up and throw the drawing out, at least you learned how not to do something. One day. Keep at it. That's the best advice I've got. My other advice I like to give people is to draw from life. Some people don't. Drawing, because drawing from life is boring, and I can't for that. It's certainly not. Like, I can't even be salty about it. It's really fun. It can be fun, but for the most part, it's certainly not as fun as drawing dragons and... I bet you if you looked at something that you drew, you know, 6 months ago, I bet you it is way different. I could go back and find you guys... Heck, I could find you guys drawings of stuff that I drew, you know, a year ago, and you would see the improvement. Make a little shorter and make her head a little... It's definitely not something that happens quickly. Use Photoshop while file name... What file name do I save my drawings in so they don't turn out as a blank file? Or so that you don't see them and they show up so that you in your file? I don't understand your question. Also, you just reminded me that I have been working on this all night and never saved. File name do I save my drawings in so they don't turn out as a blank file? Oh, wait, do you mean like... this? Where, like, the Sheebs file has a blank thumbnail, and then when I open it, there is actually a drawing there? Is that what you're asking? Because if so, I don't know how to fix that. It's something that happens to my art a lot. I will be much further along in a piece, and for some reason it just doesn't update. I think... there might be a, like... feel like in Windows there's a refresh thumbnail option, but I don't know how to fix that. That happens a lot to me, though. In fact, even if I went in here and, like, update. It's on a separate layer, by the way, don't panic. Yeah, see, it didn't update. It's definitely got the big purple smudge on it, but it's not updated. For some reason, Photoshop does that sometimes, and I don't know why. Jeebs. Now with purple. I'm gonna make Rayarker's head just... Yeah, I don't know if that's a Photoshop file issue or if that's like a Mac issue. I don't know if you use Windows or Mac, but yeah, I've had that trouble as well. I don't know why. Sometimes it'll update itself randomly. In fact, let me see if I can get it to... There you go. If you move the file, try moving the files. Like, drag the file, like, onto your desktop and then put it back into the folder, because that just updated that for me. The OS makes the thumbnail preview usually? Yeah. Now the important question of, should I add a picture of Valkyrie on all fours to the reference sheet? I suppose I can just finish it and add that later on, but... what you could do, if you don't want to do a whole drawing, is do just, like a loose sketch, just to show, like, maybe not even put details in. Maybe just, like, you know, just draw the shape of her being on all fours. Oh, yeah, absolutely, I would totally say. Let me do Tamp real quick. We'll get the sketch finished up, but... Most I would be doing after this is, anything else? So... Just to show, like, what a Jahordi looks like in that position without actually, like, going ham and drawing her, you know? Yeah, it could certainly always be something that you just add in later. I want you to know, Kib, that after I did this piece, with their... But I spent all that time trying to figure out how many teeth they had. It occurred to me that all of my species in Lorhandel, from now on, I'm gonna have to know how many teeth they have. Because for the Jadoa, it didn't matter. I didn't have to do a close-up of the mouth to show how many teeth they have because they're birds and they don't have teeth. But then I realized that, like, for the Veos, I had to figure out how many teeth does a Veos have, you know? I realized that after I worked on this piece. Oh, that's right. That's important. That's a thing that I need to know. That's been the cool thing about working on my stuff on stream, actually, is that, like, you guys remind me of... I, like... God. ETH world problems, right? Vampire teeth. You have specific ones that are more visible. Yeah, I wanted to do it specifically for the Theos because I tend to draw their faces at like different sizes. Like they have different size heads, so I need to make sure that they all have the same number. I don't know why I drew. He's looking into the pouch. He should be He should have his ears up, like checking it out. He looks funny without his little head frill, to be honest. Oh, I know he's not actually a vampire. Not a lot smaller. Front back's just long. They're inspired by water deer who have looking fangs. Water deer are cool. I believe they're also probably one of the funniest things I've heard. Somebody had to name them. It's also just fun to say. There's also that factor. Of course, you know, probably just got my video demonetized, so. If I upload this to YouTube, can't monetize it, because I said the word dick. No, I was talking about a deer. I'm not even a YouTuber, and I already know all the jokes. No, it's okay. There's like, there was like 3 different things that you could have meant, and that's why I was like, I wanted to make sure I was answering the right question. You know, you're fine. I just wanted, clarification so that I didn't answer your question with something that was not related. Totally fine. I saw like 3 different meanings that I could have interpreted from what you asked, like that it's like not showing up on a website or something, or that like the file is literally empty and has no information in it, because I've actually had that happen. Feels not correct. I've never drawn the frill partially lifted. My plan here. Be bigger? Absolutely. Top. Definitely the right number. It's just getting the length. I don't know, what do you think, Ryarker? Does it look off to you? looks a little better. I'd be interested to know what... But... I just want to get this part done. I've been struggling with it all night, so now it's like almost there, you know? But we'll be done and call it a night. Can't stay up too much longer. That whole working thing. At least it's Friday. Or almost Friday. It'll be Friday tomorrow is what I mean. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? It's a Zelda game. No, it's Stardew Valley. It's similar. Trying your hardest to finish the line art. Good, good, good. I want to see it. Finish it so I can see it. Stardew Varley? I don't know. What is a Varley? Feels like something I should... I guess it was like a Kib, how does that frill on Tamp look? By the way. Have you seen the part you finished? What was the last thing you finished? Because I don't remember. You sent me a couple pieces. And I think you posted one in the art share? Five. 7. Stops. I remember that being like... But we did it! That was a struggle bus too, and we figured that out. So to answer your question, I don't remember what the last thing that you finished was. I may have seen it, but I don't remember off the top of my head what the last thing you... Definitely said. Okay. That looks pretty good. Just a little bit more. Birdie, what's up? How you doing? still said something, but we won't talk about it. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, I ended up starting over a little bit, so we're still here, but I think I'm just about done. I'm gonna just... Now that I should... Alright, I guess we'll get to Lauren's next time, because... Next time I do art, we will Lauren's stuff. Gonna roll with the Frilian tails being shorter in youth. Every time someone draws them, their tails get short instead of long like I intended. I actually here, let me put a different bend in the tail. Kind of trying to foreshorten it a little bit, like that, but I kind of ran out of room for it a little bit. There you go. Curl it in a little bit and it's perfect. Better. Alright, so the kids need saddlebags still. Fine. If you type !commission, I believe, and Axolotl actually has a command for it. I hope Axolotl has a command for it. If not, yes, it's on my, it's in the announcement page. I just took a bunch of them, so I'm thinking about... Yes, it's on my... Gosh. Yeah, it's, Missions, Finesse. Axolotl. What I think. But yes, it is in my announcements channel. It still says open, but I'm probably gonna close because I took 6. And, 6 is enough. Yep, still works. Link still works. There you go. I tend to open, like, I would say, like, once a month. I took a little bit of a longer break than I usually do last time just because it had me all burnt out on just doing shit for other people. I just didn't burn off that now. Okay, so that's starting to look cute. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna stop, go to bed, sleep. We'll work on this more, later on. I have to add their saddlebags, and I have to do the background. And then we'll work on Lorne's, and then we'll start rolling through some, and also we'll, Vasher's. I have to do Vasher stuff, too. Have the deposit by then, so we will be good. Yeah, for the future, for sure. We need to make a Dustbot Axolotl hybrid. That'd be hilarious. Nice. Oh, that would be awesome. So, that's the start of it. Let me actually throw the... I'll throw the background on it, and, like the... rough. I will make them look more alien and different later down the line, but for right now... Weird plants for the win. Yeah, I gotta get them. Have a cool, like, sunset feel to it. I'm really excited about this one. Cool. come back to this another day. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm happy with how this is coming out. So everybody's stuff's looking real good. That up, I'll show you guys where we're at on the commission right now. Right now we've got Kib's adventure scene. We have Hale's character Holly. We have Sheep Adventure. And of course Quagsona. So, and then we'll do Lorne's on Tuesday. And we'll do, or Saturday. I don't know what we're doing. We'll do Lauren's next art stream, and then we'll move on to and Basher's. So I've got a bunch of stuff going on. I got a bunch. That was Hamco. What did I say? I meant Hamco. I'm tired. It's time for me. It's definitely time for me to go to bed. That's Hamco's Quagsona. It is definitely time for me to sleep, though. That is a good indication that it's time for me to go to sleep. Let's go see who's doing a do that we can go say hello to. Let's see. Oh, we're going to Trixel's. Alright. Sit. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. You awesome. Have a good night. Have a good night. I will see you guys on Saturday for Stack Saturday shenanigans. I didn't mean to hit it so fast, sorry. Aw, thank you for the bits. But yeah, I will see you guys around on Saturday. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hit it by accident. My bad. Alright, bye.